We do want to bring in to further discuss this right now former FBI agent Dennis Franks. Dennis, thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here.
Dennis, we know this is an ongoing investigation at this time. What is your initial reaction to this latest sheriff's update? We're hearing about victims and a shooter who is deceased at that scene.
Yeah, I mean, it's comforting, but it's also it's kind of scary to know that the at least one assailant has been apparently taken out. And it struck me that just looking at the news, the footage, that there wasn't a big rush to get people out. They were filing out in a normal fashion. I even saw police officers kind of walking around. So it seems to me that's an indication that the threat has been eliminated. Doesn't mean that they're not still searching other areas. There are over 120 stores in this facility, which is enormous.
Absolutely enormous. And, Jamil Jaffer here with us, he was just saying that the investigation, of course, far from over at this point. Walk us through that. At this point, will they be looking for the transportation that the shooter took here, whether or not the van or the car that he brought is safe as well, or has any weapons or types of explosives in it?
Yes. First, they'll try to identify the shooter if he has any identification on him. If not, then they'll probably take a print or any other means of trying to identify him. And then they'll run all of the databases to determine what vehicles he has, anything else, his address. And they'll try to find this vehicle in the parking lot, which is an enormous parking lot, obviously. And they'll also probably go to his house, wherever he lives, his residence. And they'll probably have a search warrant in hand. They'll enter the house and try to accumulate or gather evidence, computers, any other type of information that is relevant. And they'll also be looking for any leads to see if he has been in communication with other people, if there might be others involved. And so it's definitely an ongoing process, but I think it's multifaceted at this point.
Yeah, and we're looking at those unconfirmed reports of potentially a second shooter. Are you hearing anything from your sources on that? How does it change the situation if there is a second shooter involved here?
Well, if there is a second shooter, it seems to me that I kind of question whether there is a second shooter or information about a second shooter, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of frantic activity at this point. That does, like I said, it doesn't mean they're not searching stores, one by one, which they should be anyway. But I just don't know if that's a situation at this point.
Yeah, and I do want to ask your advice on one more question, because it is a sunny day, it is a Saturday. There are families who are going to this outlet mall with their children, and of course we are receiving that terrible news that among the victims who died in this are children. Families in this country watching and wondering where they can be safe, in churches, in grocery stores, in schools, in malls. We know that witnesses nearby the scene initially mistook those sounds for just construction in the area. Do you have any advice for families who want to keep their children safe, who fear that they cannot protect themselves and their families from these types of dangerous situations? What to do if they ever, God forbid, find themselves here?
Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Where can you be safe now? It's happening in churches, it's happening in schools, it's happening in malls, at hospitals. But at the same time, you can't not do things. You can't just stay in your home and not go out. So the answer is to try to be vigilant, be aware of your surroundings, be able to find areas, and even practice finding areas of escape as soon as possible. Obviously, if you have children, grab them, move them along as soon as possible, and and any other precautions that you're able to, in the states you have. At the same time, I would advise people not to overreact, or if they think something is happening. It's just unfortunate circumstances in the world we're living in now.
Yeah, Dennis Franks, we appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.